This guy legit got me laid more than any coach that I've ever had, right? And the video we're going to be watching is about state and how state can be transferred to a woman. And this to me is honestly is one of those topics that does work, but I can see how some guys will use this excuse when a woman rejects them, right? And we're gonna be watching it, and I'm telling you, man, out of all the dating coaches when I was younger that I used to watch, this guy, Owen Wilson, as goofy as he looks, this dude knows what he's talking about. I mean, his info videos is like fucking, it's like fucking Doc Rivers' son's basketball highlights, right? Just crazy highlights, right? What was his name? Doc Rivers' son. You know who he is, the and the goofy guy. Let's watch this. Here it is.
We have something called a winner effect, where when we feel like we're accepted, all of a sudden our brain just switches on, and we have access to all of our faculties. And suddenly we're more charismatic, we're more talkative, we feel better, we're funnier, everything just goes amazing when we feel like we're being socially validated. You ever feel socially validated and you just felt super duper confident, you kind of switched on? Maybe then you felt rejected or shy and you couldn't think straight. There's a mechanism in our mind, you might call it being in state, or the winner effect, where when we feel like we're validated, we just do amazing, okay? And people sense this from us because when our behavior changes, our body language changes, our voice changes, our eye contact changes, the way that we express ourselves changes, everything changes. And then when people see that change in us, they view us as higher status, and then they want to kind of get to know us and be friends with us, maybe to have children with us, or to marry us, or to date us. They feel like they want to do business with us. They feel like they want to hang out with us. So when you feel validated, when you feel like you have social approval, that winner effect kicks in, your behavior changes, you become amazing, and then people see that behavior and they want to get around you, okay?
Yeah, you have a personality type. You have a personality that arises when you feel confident, but also you have a certain personality that arises when you don't feel confident. And these personalities, or better yet, states, are triggered by whether or not you feel accepted. And your most attractive self arises when you feel accepted. It's the difference between how you behave when you're with your friends and you feel relaxed, you're funnier, you're more quick-witted, versus when you're in front of a girl and you can feel like maybe she doesn't like you, you're more hesitant, and she can sense that. And some women pounce on that and take advantage of that. So this is the goal of his method actually is to get you to that state. Personally, the way I did it was different, right? I would imagine when I would approach a girl, I would imagine my dog Missy. And rather than imagine this hot, sexy girl, I'm imagining I'm approaching my dog. When I would approach, if she says, "Don't talk to me, you fucking weirdo," I would imagine my dog be like, "Bark, bark, bark," right? It's not gonna offend me. I'm gonna like, okay, Missy, all right, that's fine, right? And that actually worked, right? Like literally imagining you're seeing someone else in your mind, superimpose it on reality. Because when you're approaching a girl, you're not really looking at her. You're really looking at how you perceive her. And usually it's more intimidating. And so your insecurities will superimpose on reality. And rather than seeing a normal girl that fucking shits and does normal human things, you see a goddess, which is a reflection of your insecurities and desires. And so then you react not to her, but to the image. And a woman will sense, oh, this guy worships me. Oh, this guy's needy and creepy. This, this guy is the type of guy that I could easily play because you seem so reactive, right? So just changing your state is one of the ways to do that. Here's another one.
What I found with my public speaking is that sometimes I'll get in there and I'll be looking at other days that I've had speaking where I'm just cracking jokes and I'm passionate and I'm into it and I'm bought in. And sometimes I get up there in front of an audience and it's just not the case. I'm kind of like, hey, what's up? It's Owen. Good to meet you guys. And if I go in there and try to, I try to own it, well, I'll never get into that nice flow of my speaking. It just isn't going to happen for me that day. But if I just go in, I'm like, hey, what's up? Okay, so let me talk to you about what you could expect from this. Let's talk about, some techniques that you could use. Let's talk about some mindsets that you can have. Let's talk about progress. Let's talk about your goals. And then suddenly, I'm talking, and I'm talking, and I'm talking. I start getting grounded. I start getting present. And then the good speech comes out. It might take, say, half an hour for it to come out in, say, a 2-hour speech. The first half hour is kind of low energy, but then the last 3/4 of it are amazing. That's fine, because again, whatever you resist persists. So what I've learned in all my public speaking is that if I get in there and I'm not feeling it, I simply own the next best thing. I own wherever I'm at. And
And that there's a lot of philosophy behind that. Um, Sometimes when you're in a bad rut, sometimes trying less yields more results. It's one of the most ironic things, right? For example, when I would approach women, I would if I had like really bad success, you feel that frustration, right? You're like, fuck, man, some bullshit. Right? You just feel frustrated. What I learned is this: when I feel that frustrated, just stop trying. Fuck it, give up. Fuck it. It's gonna be it's an off day already. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Next girl you talk to, just accept you're gonna get rejected. Accept it. Go out there and get rejected, and just that's it. It's gonna happen. Why resist it? Oh my god, I would do that. I would like, all right, fuck it, man. Hey man, I saw you. You really look fine today, man. I could not let you go without saying hello. My name is Alexis. I already know she's gonna reject me. I already know that. So I'm like, I'm ready. Oh, hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. Oh, what the fuck? I'm not gonna do that. How often that happened is kind of mind blowing. When you just stop trying because you've gotten rejected, something in you activates and your true self comes out. But when you're having a bad day and you're resisting it, what happens is that you add layers of BS and creepiness that women can sense and that pushes them away. Truly, truly a real thing. If you guys want to learn about this, check out my course, Dark Game. I do talk about these strategies. I talk about how to talk to a woman in a relaxed way without trying. And it really does radiate confidence. It radiates masculinity. Because when you are trying not to get rejected, you come across creepy and needy. But when you stop trying, you radiate confidence. If you don't believe me, give it a try in your life. I've seen it many times. I've seen it with a lot of clients. It works. And yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think. Purchase that course by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase Dark Game. And if you don't like it, I'll give you a 30-day money back guarantee. It's a course that a lot of guys have seen a lot of results. I'm actually planning on making a new course because I learned how to build a social circle, learn how to approach and get women through social game. Like I have a bunch of art groups, and I don't try to get laid through these groups to be honest with you. 'Cause at least it's just me. But you guys can use it to get laid. Like I just look, man. There's some like I just went to New York and I did this strategy to create groups. The first day I had 20 people in my group. First day, and mostly women. First day, I had to come back here. I'm like, fuck, I got to come back to New Mexico City, right? But the reason why is because there's a method of how to build social circles, and I discovered it. I mean, I can give you guys proofs. I can give you guys proof, man. It works for you. I just don't want to teach you too much because I'll be honest with you, I do it because I genuinely love the groups that I make. But I don't want them to watch these videos and think that I do it just for that because that's not why I do it, and that's why I'm a little hesitant to make that course. To be honest with you, I think you guys understand where I'm coming from. When it's because when I do it to help people, I don't want people to watch these videos and assume that that's why I do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Anyways, let me know if you guys want me to make that course. It's really gonna work. It works.